Something different today. Gonna be taking the old five-way switch, which is not that old because I literally just got it a couple weeks ago and it was defective, and I'll show you where it was, and I'll be switching it out with the new one that just came in this morning. So where the pickups are plugged in now, here we go. The bridge pickup right over here, and the middle were the defective parts. And it took me a couple weeks to figure that out because I'm sitting here freaking out, going back and forth, switching these, going back and back and back and back. And then when I was talking to my pickup dude, Jason, he was like, hey, did you try switching back, try switching the middle and the bridge? I was like, no, I haven't tried that yet. So I go and I switch, and what happens? The bridge makes no sound whatsoever. And the single coil, because I have, well, they're not single coils because they're EMGs are preamps. The bridge made no sound whatsoever. So I was like, oh, go figure, because here's what was the problem I was having for days/weeks on end. When I would go leave it in the fifth position all the way, I want to get what I call the full octane of the bridge. So you want to get that full 80 watt searing chunky balls to the wall sound. Go to position 4. Yeah, it would turn right on, sound great, and then it's like, okay, I don't have a 4-way position, I have a 5-way, and I'm not playing Iron Maiden riffs, I'm playing my own style stuff, and I ended up breaking a really good set of strings because I was going, detuning the guitar, tuning it back up, detuning, so I ended up having to throw 10.5 to 48s on here, so now the guitar is in C sharp to C sharp, C sharp standard, which is what I call paying T.R.R.I tuning, so you really hear it when the 81's not kicking on. So after a few messages back and forth last week and all that, about Friday, I got a new one sent out. Like I said, came in today. So I took out my input jack. Yep, waffle, and that makes me think of waffles right now that I want to eat. And so what I'm doing now is, after I just made sure everything was switched over right, still leaving my 24 volt mod in, which I'm still up in the air on these. Like, I'm still like, if you want to spend the money on it, I don't really see why. I mean, it makes your notes articulate, but see, now I'm straying from the video. And so I get this all set up so I don't have to do too much, because I already made sure everything was wired over here, so when the newest one came in, I didn't have to do all this crap. So, and I also, as a tech channel, I wanted to make sure I had a video walking everything through, so whenever a newbie came through, they knew what to do, so it wasn't a pain in the ass for them. Because when I got it, I was like, I haven't ever hooked up a switch before like this, so let me see. And then I was throwing it over here, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so here we go. So you got to make sure, you want to definitely make sure you have no hard kinks in your wires and whatnot. You can plug whatever pickup you want into first, doesn't matter. Just make sure you plug them in. Obviously, red's your power. Make sure your triangles are facing towards you, because you don't want to keep taking things apart, putting it back in, taking things out, putting it back in. Because, I mean, you'll probably end up doing it a few hundred times. It happens to us all. The bane of my existence has been the input jacks, because those always seem to be, oh, that's a good soda. Those always seem to be like what I always mix something up on. But, mistakes happen. That's the whole point of it. But at least you're not soldering, because my hands, over the 19 years of doing tech work and soldering, my hands just look like crap from burning and all that fun stuff. So let's get started on this. Let me put you guys up on a somewhat of a stand. So let's get the It's falling. I don't know why it's not picking you guys up. Oh, that's probably why. Alright, so we're gonna open up the pack first. Oh, that's why you guys fell off my tool. Oh, damn. So, open this up. Let's see what parts I'm really gonna keep for it, because I have so many of them. So, if you're gonna do 5-way or 3-way switches, keep this particular battery piece. And here's why. That right there. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little bit more. And it's because you'll see. It's because right over here, up at the top, I'll just put it in so you can see, get an idea. Red and black. So that's why that goes there, and why you don't want to throw it out, have to splice cables, what have you. So that's why. So having all that said, we'll start with adding the pickups in first. How about we do that? That sounds like a good idea. Alright, so this is how we're going to set it up. So, definitely find, oh shit, there we go. I'm going to fall off the edge over here. So find where your bridge pickup is. Obviously it's going to be the longest one, because it's the closest one out there. Excuse me. And try to do your best to unwiggle the wires, because you do want to get them straight. And then you're going to find right in there, and it's pretty simple, bridge. I didn't want that to come off condescending. It's just some people go, did you not read it? Definitely recommend plugging in the power first. And then make sure your triangles, there we go, are out like that. And now we'll move on to the middle pickup. So this would be my middle, and there's my neck. Because you definitely want to zip tie your stuff afterwards, because, you know, it stops things from getting cut up and you whacking crap and whatnot. Or if you have pets getting in there, like I have cats. So, you know, like I said, I mean, you don't have to put the red in first. You can put the black and white in first. Just, you know, I just said do the red first because it's, you know, see, middle obviously is in the middle, MD. And yes, the red has its own arrow. You'll see it. Here, let me show it to you. It looks like that. So now we got the bridge and middle hooked up. Look at that. we're making great timing here, people. And now we got the neck. And the pickup can fit, or the styles I picked out were an 81 and then 2 SA pickups, because I like it. Basically the SAs are just what the 81s are in single, in, you know, like the what you would call single coil mode, even though they're not single coils. But they sound great. Going, making sure it's here. Double check again, because this is a learning channel. Let you see. Come on, focus here, camera. So hope everyone's been doing well lately, and don't know where everyone is in the country or in the world and all that, but man, the weather's been nuts. I know if you're in the Midwest right now to the East Coast, I know that is just, that's a wild area right now. All right, well, since we've flown through this on that part, remember, new one, Defective. So let's move to where did I put it? Did it fall? Yeah. Now we have, what you're going to find funny, is we have a green wire, which you don't really see in the EMG stuff. But we do, and that actually goes to our guy here. And so our green wire you see right here goes to the middle of this section up here where it says ring. I know it's funny, but why they do this, I don't know. I don't make them, I just put them together. Then we take this and we're going to put it on the last part over here. And if you want to double check to make sure you're doing it right, see, because then you got the white up to your left, and then the black and white will be in the middle, and then the greens to your right. And how you, the best way, how I was taught by my pickup guy, is look at the diagram, hold the switch, the jack, how the diagram is, and that's the best way to do it. That right there is the big piece. It's the best way. I try to describe it the best way I can to other people. So that's the big long neck piece. That's the small. So taking the green, And you don't have to rush anything. I mean, it's not a race to see who can get a pickup installed the fastest, because I don't think anyone really cares about that. Okay, it's on there. Okay, so we got that. Then next we will do the battery, positive and negative, like I showed earlier, which wasn't that much earlier. That goes right up here. I guess that's as far as it's going. Whenever someone says, "Oh, it's super easy," you always question it. All right, then we're going volume, ground, so volume, ground. Ground, input, output. Yep. Ground, input, output. And then if you're doing a 9-volt battery, wrap it in electric tape, because you don't want metal on metal touching. That's not ever good. You could have connectivity issues. Then I have to do check one thing real quick. Oh, sorry. I had to go and look at something. I need one more cable. Oh, sorry. I had to go and look at something. I need one more cable. Where did I put it? No, it's right around here somewhere. Oh, I better put it in. Yep. We got too many places for stuff. Sorry, I had to find a box of EMG parts. So, here we go. Last part. Excuse me. Jeez. Take some of this stuff off too. There we go. There we go. See if I can clean just a tad bit of that more up. Hold on real quick. Okay, first things first, put the input jack on. Oh, after I plug this in. First things first, finish the job. Alrighty, so I don't want this to be twisted. Alright, so there we go. And then I'll be using, for all of them, but let's get let's see where we put it. I'm zip tying these this time. Now, I've actually been asked questions before, like, if I use the same screws, is it going to still not work electrically? And I've actually stared at people, and I'm like, are you asking me that as a joke? And no, they're like, no, I'm serious. It's like, no, you can use the same screws. The screws aren't going to mess with anything electronically. Unless they're like magnetized. So screwing in the new not input jack, 5-way switch that we all together did a tutorial session on, because after I've looked when I was doing some troubleshooting, there's absolutely none, I mean none on 5-way switches. Oh, there's plenty on 3, because God forbid anyone do a 5-way switch. Everyone's always on their 3-way switches. I mean, yeah, I used to be a straight pickup guy and all that, or I'm sorry, a straight humbucker guy, but man, I've started using single coils the past few years, and you get way more opportunities with having like one humbucker, 2 singles, or 2 hums and 1 single. I'd rather have that than 2 humbuckers and that's it. Let me show you. Because you don't want to make it too big of it. You don't want to round it out too much where it pulls those out. Alright, I think we just have to make the first one right here. I'm just going to have to make several little ones. Getting there. So we'll do this. So then the wires are still loosely, they still have that loose feel to them, like have that slack. Let's see. There's still one more on there just to be safe. I want it to look clean. Bam, look at that. I gotta cut it, but it looks a hell of a lot cleaner. Let's get this going. Oh, there it is. Gotta have the important washer. Finally. Add the last piece on. Bam. And I feel safer doing it that way. Let me get my plier things real quick, unless I have them on that. Let's get these. And I gotta tighten up the jack area, obviously, but I wanted to get this done as isn't in quick enough time fashion to even show the beginnerist of beginners or the novice of novices to get this done in the quickest of times. So now that it's cleaned up, there you go. Couple zip ties. I mean, the only problem is with if you have a Jackson or anything, it's gonna not cover because it does this. Let me show you. This is the problem that even I have. See? The jack's a little too big, or the switch. I mean, you could do a modification and stuff to it. You could even try to think. You could do something about this. Like you can modify this, like cut into this, or put something over this as you modify. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. But that's it, man. I mean, this is very complicated if you don't have the simplistic instructions that they give you. And that's what frustrated me because I was like, wait a second, you guys give me nothing, but I'm supposed to finish this? You know, that's why doing the tech work, it's not that hard to do the tech work. Like there's sometimes, this is the part that you run into, like when the EMGs, the bridges won't work, or the part, like the actual pickups themselves won't work. And then you're trying to identify everything, but you're going and redoing the connections and seeing if you can rig it a certain way just to get something to work for the time being, to get like a recording done or something. But then it starts crapping out. And then the problem I was having is I was picking up radio stations with an active pickup. And I was like, what the hell is going on? I mean, this right here, in case, because I know I probably have a lot of new people jumping on. This is my baby. I've over customized the hell out. I got to go to a hardware store and get better screws that'll dig into the wood, but this is her. Listen to that. And that's in Pantera tuning, everyone. I got the DiMarzio on this. I mean, oops, I gotta put its one piece back on. Oh, there we go. Oop, it fell. It's a Jackson, so it's strong. Look at that. See, I'm even thinking about taking this to a certain a couple shops and just saying, can you make me a custom mold for the back? But coming all here, it's been, I've done a couple modifications to the neck. Like I've done a little bit of light sanding the back to take off some of the lacquer. I've rolled a bit of the neck just to give it more of like a worn in feel. I'm still debating whether or not to change the tuning pegs. I think that's dumb to do when you have a double locking tremolo, because tuning pegs will, you won't hear it. So yeah, there we go, everyone. Just wanted to show you guys. I hope that helped you. If you have any questions, please, by all means, leave a message. If you're in the Mesa, Arizona area, or the Phoenix Metro Center, or the Phoenix Metro area, or the Maricopa County area, need guitar work done, please message me, mdrowski@gmail.com, and we will talk, do some business, and I will definitely get your guitar up and going. I've been doing guitar work this past month for a little while, so I'm not saying that's the only month I've been doing it. It's just I've been doing a lot of work this past month, so I like to get a little bit more rolling in since the summer's coming up, because I know people need their necks worked on and all that. So, all right, everybody, take care. Thanks for everyone that dropped in and gave it a little watch and all that. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. By all means, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will talk to everyone later. Hope to see you guys soon. Peace out.